Well, it's good morning, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret from Emmy's Orchids, and look at the specimen we've got here. It's fully in bloom now. It's Galeopetalum, and this is a hybrid cross with Zygopetalum, and the size of the bloom is absolutely fantastic. And I don't know whether you'll be able to see the little furry bits on that lip, and it's very, very dark with the sepals and petals are quite brown, and we've got this lime green, and then we've got this vivid, absolute vivid purple on the lip. And so that one faces that way, and then we've got this one here, not quite fully open yet. And so that one opened first, you can see by the size of it. And then this one next, which is upside down. Can you see that one? And then this one. And then this one. The perfume is absolutely fantastic. I can't say exactly what it is, but I didn't smell it for the first couple of days. But this morning, oh, it's absolutely lovely. And so I've been up in the grow room, as I usually am, messing and doing what have you. But I need to get things right, because we're coming up now to the season, end of January, February, where I have to start and think about the garden as well. And so I've been sorting out, and you'll see here, believe it or not, let's go down just a little bit, and then let's see if it'll refocus. Come on. Is it going to refocus or not? Well, there's an empty shelf here, and we've got two phalaenopsis there and there, and I've taken some over in this corner here on this bottom shelf. Now these are all in waterculture. Well, they're not in waterculture. What I do is spray them, water them, and bob them back in these vases at the moment. And this is what I've done with some of them. And that Phalaenopsis schilleriana silver leaf. So let's just put the table up, and I'll explain what I've done. Now our daylight hours are lengthening here, and so I've got to be organised in the sense that a lot of these phalaenopsis I've put in these open baskets. I'm going to treat them as mounts, because some of them are potted just with charcoal, and then of course I've got all these oncidiums which I've mounted, and I've got the big cattleyas here in these open type baskets. And the majority of these, when they're in open type baskets like I've got them, as opposed to in terracotta pots, like some of these are, I treat them as mounts. So that means they have to be watered. Well, the regime I've got is every other day, and I mark my calendar. And then in between, I can check the other plants. So, interestingly, I was doing all this yesterday, and decided to check out some of these phalaenopsis that I'd had from Kathy, and the ones that had not got in waterculture in these little glass bowls, but I'd got them in media. And they were just starting to develop some roots, but the media still is far too wet. And this morning I checked out Here But Not's channel, and there it's called The Ugliest World in the Plant Growers Dictionary, Overwatered, and it takes you through the tropical rainforest, the peat bog, the rainforest again, and he says sometimes daily for weeks at a time, think monsoon season, and then we get the peat bog with all the rain accumulating, and then this is pure peat moss, and that's how the peat moss would go, muddy and anaerobic. No, anaerobic, yes, well, whatever that word is. And there's the water culture. And there, so what he's saying is, it's just bad potting soil. Sorry. And fix your potting media. And then what he's basically saying is, it's all there, here but not, and is sort out your potting media, because you should be able to, plants in the rainforest, tropical rainforest, get watered all the time, and so with me repotting some of these Phalaenopsis yesterday, and then seeing this blog here today, I thought, right, so I have got it right then. And so that's Here But Not. There we go. Check out that. It's brilliant. So let's just put that down now. And let's have a look what I'm doing. So this one here, let me see. This is one of Kathy's. I've not cut that root off yet. I mean, that bit of the velamon's gone. And we've started with a nice new leaf here. And I think this one originally was a blue Phalaenopsis. You can see blue here. Well, this Phalaenopsis isn't blue. This will just revert to white. And let's have a look. I think what I've tried to do is I've tried to position the Phalaenopsis so it tilts forward like this, and the new root on this one is coming out under here. And so what I'm going to do now, see, they're dry, but these were all watered yesterday. And so I've got this bowl here, and inside this outer vase, and all I need to do now is sit that inside. There, let's have a look. Okay, can you see? It's a little bit top heavy, this one, but look, those roots straight away have started to take up that water. And what I don't want to do is, especially at the moment because we're still in winter, I mean, this plant's big enough I could actually take that little inner pot out. Let me just show you. I could take this inner pot out. Let's take that out. Pour the water in there and just bob it in there. See what I mean? That's probably for the bigger ones anyway, you see. But this new leaf's growing in my care now, and like I say, it's taken a while to adjust, but I wanted a way for them to grow and send out new roots, which is easy for me to maintain. So I'm thrilled to bits with that one. And let's have a look at this other one. Now you know this one I'm going to show you now because I've mentioned it, is there we go. Phalaenopsis schilleriana silverleaf. And I had it in a little container like that. I've been babying this for a few days now. And yesterday I decided to, like with this one, this big hybrid, I decided, well, that little root, believe it or not, has just extended a fraction. Only a fraction. Can you see? Sorry about the colour. There. It's just extended by a fraction. And I thought, well, that's a good sign. So I've got this charcoal that comes in like, it's like in a roll. And so there's, you can easily break it off, and you can actually set the actual stem of the orchid down inside the hole, which I've done here. And that means that it's solid in there. And then I've just put a little tiny well, that's just a piece of plastic. I've just pushed it through across the top of a root just to hold it firm. And again, you see, I don't want these not to be hydrated, for the simple reason they're in rescue. And this one especially, because it's got live moss around it. Now that moss, of course, has dried out, and we've just got, there, you see, we've got one root that's long enough to come out through the bottom, and I don't mind them coming out through the bottom. So that will stay in there, and hopefully this live moss, I mean, it doesn't look very healthy, does it? But hopefully it'll absorb enough in here just to keep it nice and hydrated. A little bit like, I don't know whether this one will come off, a little bit like this one here, and you see. This is Phalaenopsis Hurí Princess, and we've got roots there, we've got roots there, and we've got roots through there, and we've got another big root coming out there. And this is just, has got bark at the bottom. I didn't have charcoal at this time when I put this particular Phalaenopsis in this open basket, so I just put big chunks of charcoal, bark in the bottom with live moss. And again, you see, this moss always, see, you've got another root there, this moss always dries out very, very quickly. So I put that down there out of the way, and then this is what I've done with some of the others. Excuse me stretching. There we go. This is another little one. I've got all these, I've got all these little baskets from orchids that I'd received. I think Kathy gave me some as well. And see, we've got this one, so this is in a little square basket, and I've secured that down with a little zip tie under there, and don't know whether we'll see if we've got a root on this one. I can't actually see under there whether there's a root growing, but I've decided to place this in this little one here. And then that will just hang on that shelf there. And then this one here, this is the one from Kathy that was so beaten up that anybody else would have thrown it away. But I don't know, I just had a connection with this one, and it's grown this new leaf so far. And if I turn it round, now I've not put any media in this yet, but look, we've got 2 roots there, and I think we might have another root. Don't know whether you'll see through there. There. It's very difficult when it's quite dark, and all I do is just hang them there, and bear with me a minute. So this is where I've placed a couple more. That one there, that one there, and they'll be watered as well in a few minutes when these come out of this water trough. And this one here, this will get watered today. This is the Cattleya violacea intermedia bar rosea, and there's the hole you see in the charcoal, and I just wedged them in it, and that's not going anywhere. So I've just placed that up here with these other big ones, which are all doing absolutely fine. We've let's go in a bit. We've moved Sideria japonica into that corner. There we go. Come on. Sometimes there we go. Where it's a little bit cooler. The bud's still developing on the chisis. See if I can take in a bit more there. Can you see? And they were watered yesterday. There's the Sideria japonica, and of course at the front here, that's in the little vases, that's the Masdevallia. I'll check that after. The little Stelis in that little pot there, that's the Maxillaria. This is that nice, oops, I'll have to go back out a bit for you, hold on. There we go. That's the Tolumnia peaches. See, that's settled there, sending new roots out and everything. And this one, the Valencia, with that new growth, and of course these are the ones on a stick. And I'm on my step now, so I don't know whether I can. I'm right up by the light, hold on. So that's the Mackay, the Zygopetalum Mackay, and you can see that bud developing very nicely there. And we've still got that in flower with that nice little perfume, that's Barcaria, and of course we've still got these. So and we've got this little one with the other one developing at the side there, Jennifer Palermo, and these are still extending. So all is well. Like I say, I've got other Phalaenopsis I need to check out and see whether or not I've got any more of these open type containers. You see that moss is just starting to dampen, which I need, and then that will give enough humidity for this Phalaenopsis schilleriana. And while I'm still on my step, these were all watered yesterday. Not quite crispy, but they were all watered. Oh, I've elevated this one up here. This is one that's in semi-hydro, and it just carries on blooming, this does, for months and months and months and months. And the frags were all watered, and I actually watered some of these Oncidium types here, but I've got to be careful that I don't overwater them. But they seem to be doing fine this way. And come slightly, ooh, wrong way. Sorry about that. There we go. There we go. So all is well in the grow room. It's a partial lazy day today. I've got the water troughs from yesterday that I made us put the vanders in, and then tomorrow it takes me about 2 hours to do the mounts, but now I'm into that routine. It's much easier to keep the routine up. So there's a view, and I'll take my leave of you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. It's very kind of you to subscribe, and I'll give updates as and when. So from me to you, let's finish on the blue. Take care. Bye-bye now.